What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Video Game Classical channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm capturing this on my phone, and I really needed to go ahead and talk about this because it's very interesting. Apparently, the missing ROPs problem is a lot larger than Nvidia claimed. Even their RTX 5080 is affected. So apparently, Nvidia is in a very interesting spot right now, and they have sold defective cards and launched with challenges as such. And I think their audience is in a very interesting spot right now, or their customer base, because this is a company that's known for, I guess people would say quality. But I think there was not really quality control. Now, don't get me wrong. I got NVIDIA cards, I got AMD cards. I build agnostically. Where value is, you see me. But a lot of the comments are so funny. This person said, I think it's just like the problem with Intel. They knew about it and they sold the cards anyways. Since they responded so quickly, they knew exactly how many cards were affected, and it was very rare. Yet it continues to pop up. I think that's why they delayed the 5070. This person said Intel. I guess, they were pointing towards the ARC cards in the sense of instability of the Core i9 and i7 13K and 14K. Intel decided to launch them, even taking into account the instability, curvature in a socket, and the problems of micro oxidation. Verified, mine is good. This person says QA in the crapper. Another person says we have determined after only a day or so that it is rare and only affects 0.05 of the 5090s. Gets new notes. We made 5090 and 57. Gets new notes. This is such a funny comment. Gets new notes. Just kidding. 5082. Dude, when does it become a problem? It is. It is a problem. It's just that, for some reason, NVIDIA has a lot of I would say people that would favor Nvidia over AMD, and so Nvidia can't, in their eyes, anyways, makes little mistake. So many of them are not going to necessarily see a problem with this, or they'll say mine's good. I don't care. You know what I mean? I mean, again, general sentiment and such. And again, these 50 series cards, I don't know. There was just, in my opinion, anyways, not really a need for them for the general gaming audience. They're already selling a bunch of cards to their big partners. This is just the scraps that I'm sure that they're dumping for the general gaming market in my mind. So one has to wonder if this will impact the 5070 as we go lower down the stack. These missing ROPs will have an even larger performance impact. Someone said this gen is the worst GeForce gen ever. It shows that Nvidia had lost focus in the gaming sector and is all in AI. Big chance for AMD and Intel to catch up. I said this in my last video, and yeah, the meme still goes. This gives AMD a chance. AMD is probably not going to miss the chance to, miss an opportunity, according to many who have said this. And down the road, it shows that if AMD actually continues to prioritize good pricing, I'm not saying that they need to make their GPUs cheap or whatever it is. That's an NVIDIA fanboy fantasy. Okay, let's just call it what it is. Y'all that say, oh, you want NVIDIA cards to be cheaper, blah 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 blah. It's because you want the prices to drive down sorry, AMD cards to be cheaper. It's because you want the price to drive down NVIDIA prices. Because right now at 1440, NVIDIA is selling cards for $500, $600 at fair market value if you can find them, 4070s and such, for 1440p. Whereas on the AMD side, you can buy a 1440 card for $360 as of last night when I checked on Amazon. The RTX, sorry, the RTX, the RX 6750 XT was $363, which is even a premium markup that Amazon was doing. This is sold directly from Amazon. So Amazon is the one that's actually controlling, at least to some extent, the pricing of that GPU, because that GPU I have on record, that GPU haven't been sold at one point for $309 last year, 10 months ago. I also have on record my receipts that I, basically purchased that GPU for around 317. So this article says RTX 5080 discovered with missing ROPs. NVIDIA claimed this GPU wasn't affected. Interesting. They lied. The missing ROPs problem is a lot larger than NVIDIA claimed. Over the weekend, NVIDIA released a statement claiming that only RTX 5090s and 5090D and 5070 Ti were affected by its missing ROPs problem. Furthermore, the company claimed that only 0.5% of GPUs were affected. Today, we can confirm that RTX 5080 has been discovered with missing ROPs. That means the problem involved more GPUs than NVIDIA claims. This is a significant problem, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care who you are. You know, you like NVIDIA, what you don't like NVIDIA, blah, 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 blah. It's a significant problem, you know? Again, this is the where they usually get FOMO is what they have to sell these products with, in my opinion, anyways. The majority of gamers, y'all don't need all that functionality, to be very fair. So what's the problem here? The simple answer is RTX 50 series GPUs buyers may not get what they paid for. Oh, well, that sucks. Having a GPU with lower RPs can significantly lower game performance, especially for lower end GPU models. For the RTX 5080 and below, having eight fewer RPs lowers the GPU's RP count by 7%. That can be enough to drop an RTX 4080 performance levels in many games. Today, NVIDIA's missing RPs issue impacts all available RTX 50 series and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. So all of this being shown in regard to that. But you gotta be fair here and say that this particular issue here is one that might likely get swept under the rug because again, a lot of people when Nvidia had the quality issues with the power cables back in the 40 series where they were basically melting, you know, it was a controversy for only like 2 minutes, but then now people have jumped out there to buy all these 50 series cards. Again, it's a consumer problem on the gamer side that's kept Nvidia where it is that they are. If Nvidia were basically challenged and held honest, like Intel kind of was in a sense, you'd probably see changes, you'd probably see better quality control. But this ain't gonna change as long as people continue to basically go ahead and fangirl for these Nvidia cards or these Nvidia launches. This is all just consumerism that they're basically playing on. With Jensen saying things like the more you buy, the more you save. I just laugh and I'm like, yeah, right. But we'll let Nvidia fans sort it out. As for me, though, doors closed. I have a 4090, and I think that's going to be my 10, 12-year card. I don't care what they're making in the market. Get the heck out of here. And if I want to do anything, it'll probably be mid-range, or maybe I might fall into enthusiast temptation, but I don't intend to. These things are expensive. When you're talking about what, $2,000, $1,000 with the paper launch and everything, that's crazy. But let me hear your thoughts in the comment section, those of you who are into this kind of stuff, and hopefully we'll talk pretty soon in another.